Hey everyone, it's JoJo, and today I am unboxing Beyblade Burst Rise, new Hypersphere Beyblades from Hasbro. In this unboxing, I have a 2-pack Dullahan D5 and a new Hasbro exclusive VIPER Hydrax H5. Alright, here is the front of the packaging. I gotta say, I really like the new packaging that they've done for Hypersphere. I really like these artwork that they did for the top here. Really cool logo. We got the logo for Beyblade Burst Rise and the two Beyblades printed. So Dullahan, this one in particular, is a balance type, and VIPER Hydrax is a defense type. And here we got the two Beyblades. So VIPER Hydrax looks like that other Hasbro exclusive. I forgot the name of it, but it starts with a T. And Hypersphere has these two new performance tips, which work really well in the new vertical drop base stadium. Alright, here on the back we have both Beyblades. On the left is VIPER Hydrax H5. It spins to the left. Wow, I did not know that actually spun to the left. Wow, that was a surprise. It's a defense type. The disc is D74, and the performance tip is TH15, and we have a meter, a Hypersphere meter, very similar to like a slingshot meter, but I think they represent different things. So this might mean like spin time, because it looks like it has a clock in the middle, and like in the middle of that logo, and it has a rating of 2. And not sure what this one means, but it has a rating of 4. I'm pretty sure someone in the comment section will let me know. And here on the right we have Dullahan D5, the balance type. This one is a right spinning Beyblade, and it has a disc of D52, and the performance tip is TH03. And here we have the meter again, 1 and 5. So alright, so they're pretty equal. So this one has lower on this side, this one's a little bit higher, but this one's higher, this one's lower. So yeah, we'll see how they perform in the new base stadium that I also got from Hasbro. Alright, so let's get this open. And here are the two Beyblades, but before we talk about them, the instructions actually was quite useful, because remember when I didn't know what this meter meant? It actually says it in the instructions. So let's pull this out and show you. Alright, so we have the Hypersphere meter. So on the left we have runtime, length of the time spent moving along the brink, or within the battle ring. And here on the right is the drop-in frequency at which top drops in from the brink to the battle ring. So we have different names for the base stadium. So here is the base stadium. So we have the vertical wall, which is up here, like kind of like the edge, and we have the brink, which is like this outer rim, and the battle ring, which is basically just where both Beyblades battle. And of course we have instructions on how to put the Beyblade together, how to apply it to your launcher, all that good stuff. So yeah, that's it. And let's move on to the Beyblades. Let's start off with the Hasbro exclusive VIPER Hydrax H5. Here's the energy layer. This is a defense type. I really love the colors of this layer. Love the gold against the red. Really nice black in the middle with gold that just pops out. And again, this is from kind of like a reused image, but a little bit different from the other Hasbro exclusive Beyblade. Here on the back we have the code printed up here. So go ahead and pause if you want to get that in the Beyblade Burst app. And the new thing about Hypersphere, which a lot of you already know, is that there is no chip compared to Takara Tomy. So this is all fixed in. There's also no weight. This is all fixed. It's all part of the layer, so you cannot take it apart. Here we get a side view of the layer. It's kind of like in a T shape a little bit. So I imagine this would have a lot of good hits in battle. And one thing I did notice about this particular one, that the chip is kind of loose up here. You can see me pushing it up. I don't think that's supposed to happen. And yeah, it actually just like came off. Wow, I don't think that's supposed to happen. Maybe it is, I'm not quite sure, but that was actually really like easy to do. So that's gonna be kind of rough when that happens during battle, and it's considered a burst finish. Actually, now that I have Ace Dragon out, these do come off. And I'm pretty sure you could switch them with the other one if you want to have different slopes. Does that work? Well, actually, no, this won't work because this is a left spinning layer. So it's not going to work on, the right spinning chip is not going to work on the left spinning layer. But will it do it vice versa? No, and I don't have any other left spinning chips to do that, but I do have a Shindra. Oh, check that out. The chip actually does, it actually does switch in that they are compatible with each other. So that's pretty neat if you want to have different slopes for different layers. And yeah, I just found that out. Doing this as I go along, so there's that. That's actually really cool. I like that. But yeah, so you could still have at least some customization when it comes to the energy layers. Alright, moving on, we have the Forge disc. So this is listed on the packaging as D74, but I believe this is a new Hasbro exclusive disc that is compatible with a frame. It does have the letter P on there. I think that stands for power, but don't quote me on that. I don't know the Hasbro names for their new parts. I'm pretty sure it's listed on the Beyblade Burst app, but I don't have it. So you guys could tell me what it says when you scan this on the back. But man, look how aggressive this thing looks. It's like a star shape. Lots of contact points. I will be doing a weight test later on. This one has 1 star down here. And like I said before, they are compatible with frames. So I have expand. And you just put that in, and you could just throw a frame on it. So, unlike Takara Tomy, where we have Blitz here, so Hasbro took out all the plastic and it's just the metal part so that they can make it compatible with frames, which I don't really mind too much about that. I think that's kind of a good idea, but not really quite fair to others who have been wanting this type of frame or this type of disc, who are Hasbro exclusive bladers, but at least they got something, a little bit of an upgrade or use for their frames, which could go good and bad, you know, both ways, but we'll just have to see. This is still very early on in Beyblade Burst Ride, so we're still trying to figure things out and what is competitive and all that. But yeah, I really like that they at least made it compatible with frames. And next up, we have this crazy looking performance tip. Like a really, really wide shape. Like a cone shape of a very wide surface on the top. And again, I don't know what this is called, so let me know in the comment section below, but it looks like it has an O or maybe a C. I want to say it's more like an O because of the way this bottom is shaped. And these are meant to be played in the vertical drop base stadium, the new Hypersphere base stadiums. I'm pretty sure they perform pretty well in the Burst Stadium, the standard type, especially this one. I know for sure this one performs really, really well. But if you really want the full effect of these new performance tips, you have to use them in the stadium. Alright, and this is a left spinning Beyblade. Let's put this together. Ooh, that has a really nice fit to it. That's actually pretty good. But although I do feel the chip popping up when I put it together, there is no locking mechanism, unlike Takara Tomy, where you have these 2 tabs and you close them. You just push them and they should snap together with these tabs. So again, I think that might be a little bit of a detriment when it comes to battling, because they could be easily popped off. I mean, if I could feel it popping up when I'm putting the Beyblade together, just imagine in a battle, it might come off on its own. But again, we'll just have to see. Alright, next up we have Dullahan D5. This is a balance type, and we've seen this Beyblade before, and I think I like this. Out of all the Hasbro exclusive, I really like the design of Dullahan. Very sharp looking, very aggressive looking. This is a recolor, kind of looks like Christmas colors. We have a gray back, and there is the code if you want to scan that right now. So we have a gray back plastic with this really cool translucent green with red paint on the helmet here in the middle. And this one is not considered a Rise or a Hypersphere Beyblade, so it doesn't come with a chip. So there's no compatibility with that. And then moving on to the forged disc, we have 11. On the packaging it says it's D52, but it's just also called 11. It's printed right there on the disc. Here's the back side. We've seen that before. And this one I know for sure is called Linear, the performance tip. And this one by Hasbro's naming system is TH03. But we do have L printed on there. So this one is called Linear, and this is actually really good in Beyblade Burst Classic, a WBO type of tournament format. It's really good on left spinning Beyblades, and it just it just kind of dominates with left spinning, and it's kind of unfair. It was actually banned. A lot of the all of them were temporarily banned from a Beyblade Burst Classic tournament we had recently, just because they felt so OP. Plus, it's pretty new, so it would be kind of unfair to like allow it right off the bat, and it would just dominate the tournament. And I'm kind of glad they did ban it, because I got third place and I didn't have this Beyblade or this particular tip at the tournament with me. But anyway, so we have kind of like this ridge around the bottom. Let's compare it to this side, to this one. Kind of looks like a bit the same tip. This might be a little bit sharper. This one may be a little bit flatter. But yeah, you can imagine like the LAD in a standard type base stadium. This would be pretty crazy. Alright, so let's put Dullahan together. And that one fits okay. Alright, here we got the two Beyblades. And now to weigh them. So Dullahan, just the layer. 10. Wow, that's pretty even. 10. And then we have 11. 19.15. And the performance tip, this chunky little thing, 8.78. And just to compare that to something like Destroy Dash, so 8.78, and Destroy Dash is 6.81, so that's pretty heavy. But compare that to something like Charge, 14.69. I know that's not really a fair comparison, but these two, I'd say like your average performance tip, your average Takara Tomy performance tip compared to a regular Hypersphere performance tip. It's got 2 grams on it, a little bit more than 2 grams on it. So yeah, we got some hefty performance tips here. All right, moving on, we have VIPER Hydrax, 11.74. And then we have the new forged disc, 19.3433, okay. And then this performance tip, 8.46, so around the mid 8 gram range. So let's compare this to something like 00. 2400 is pretty heavy. And you throw a frame on this disc, it's a 22.73. So I'd say these ones are pretty on par with regular disc, maybe a little bit on the lighter side. And so we have weigh this again, VIPER Hydrax, 11.72, and something compared to like Lord, 22.42. So yeah, definitely on the lighter side. It's because of that lack of metal in there. Alright, it's finally time for a test spin. Let's do VIPER Hydrax first. I'll be using the Hasbro launcher just for the test spin, and I'll move on to the LR launcher for the test battle. Alright, VIPER Hydrax. 3, 2, 1, let it rip! Whoa, nice. Yeah, I really love the movement of the new Hypersphere performance tips. I think it's gonna have some more exciting battles, even more than the Slingshot Beyblades. Next up, we have Dullahan. Alright, spinning Beyblade. 3, 2, 1, let it. Whoa! Yeah, that definitely went up on the brink a little bit more. And now it's time for a test battle. We'll do first to 3. 3, 2, 1, let it. Nice. I love how it just drops down. Oh, both Beyblades slowing down. Dullahan has a lot more aggressive movements. But VIPER Hydrax is opposite spin, and Dullahan takes it. 1 point. 3, 2, 1, let it. Oh, and it didn't get to drop down. Dullahan knocked it off first. Oh, and Dullahan takes it again despite having the other Beyblade being opposite rotation. But yeah, check out that LED. That was amazing. It's still spinning. No wonder it was banned in a tournament. All right, Dullahan only needs 1 more point. 3, 2, 1, let it. Oh, nice hit. Oh! He skipped up into the brink. Who's it gonna be? Yeah, and Dullahan sweeps it. Oh my gosh, that LED is insane. That is so cool. I think I might like this a lot more than the Slingshot Beyblades, just saying. I felt like the Rail Rush, like, base stadium was a little bit too, like, aggressive, like, I don't know, but actually I feel like this works a lot better with the curved stadium that it is designed for. But yeah, that's pretty insane. Yeah, I think I'm becoming a fan of Hypersphere now. I was very apprehensive at first, but I really do love how they perform in this particular stadium. So again, if you really want the full experience of Beyblade Burst Rise Hypersphere, I suggest you play them in this stadium because like it's meant for this stadium and it just seems so much more fun. And the fact that the Hyperspheres were banned in WBO tournaments means that some of the performance tips are actually going to be very, very good. So as a like competitive player looking at it, I think it's really great, and also kind of looking at it as just like, you know, having fun, not really worrying about competitive parts. Like they both have positives, so I'm really happy about that. So yeah, let me know what you think about the new Beyblade Burst Rise Hypersphere. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and I will see you next time with more. See you soon.